Welcome back to Real Talk. Today we have Andy and Delamar to help our viewers with the topic being a first-time mom. So we've covered the pregnancy and the delivery. Now let's talk about you guys being parents. So what's your parenting style like?
Well, mine is just 5 months, so I'm still learning. Wala pa. I'll learn from Delamar.
I've been asked this question, and I really don't understand it. What I want to be is attentive and present. For him, for me, I want to enjoy this moment with him because there will be a time when he doesn't want me in his life. So I just want to be there at every moment.
Okay. Well, speaking that's true. Speaking of being there every moment, what's your favorite way to bond with your son?
Oh, we love reading books and we love watching movies. He's into adventure.
How old is he?
He's 3.
3.
And right now, all he will think about and talk about are sarcophagus, ancient Egypt.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, that's nice.
He's into that.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
And how about you, Andy?
Well, me, I'm a hands-on mom. Like, I have no helper with me. So ever since she was born, so I think that's how I bond with her.
Wow,
yeah. So it's usually like the lolas that take care. So when I do go out, it's usually just for dinner. Like I've only watched like 1 movie since she was born. Yeah,
5 months.
Yeah, 5 months, and yeah. So it's just I guess. Being a hands-on mom.
Thanks, Andy and Delamar. Now it's time to answer our viewers' questions. So let's start with Nancy on Facebook. She asked, how do you feel about daycare centers? Because she's afraid of sending her kid to one.
Do we have that here?
Yeah, we
do.
We do.
Daycare centers now?
The great thing about a Filipino family like Andy has is that she can leave her baby with her mom.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. But I didn't have that. And so for people like me, those things really do come in handy and you might not have a choice. The only thing you can do is prepare, research who are these people, what is their background, do they know what they're talking about. So for me, if you don't have a choice, well, you don't have a choice. You got to make do.
Yeah. We have a question from Rina from Facebook, and that is, how do you feel about marriage? Delamar.
He's controlling her. I know.
No, I believe in marriage. I do. It's not something that had happened to me before I got pregnant. It's not in my plan to do that, the parenting thing outside of it. But these are the cards I was dealt with. I love marriage, and I really feel, with no doubt in my mind, our children are better off having a mom and a dad.
Okay, we have another question, Krista from Facebook. I'm afraid that I'm not bonding with my baby. Will that feeling ever change, Andy?
I think like when you first give birth, you have that certain depression, the postpartum depression.
Did you guys get that?
Did you have that?
Okay.
I had that for a while. Like I would cry all of a sudden, and I didn't know why I was crying. Or sometimes like I needed attention from my husband because my husband was giving so much attention to the baby, and I was just like, why me? Or sometimes like,
I feel you, girl.
Yeah, like sometimes like you're not like your body like after you give birth and you look at the mirror, you're just like,
This is what happened.
what happened to me? Like this is all because of you. And sometimes you tend to blame your baby even. So I think like after that stage happens, because you gotta get over it. You gotta jump into the world again and change your perspective in life, and you just gotta like shake it off.
Okay, we have Mella's question. It's for Andy. So do you have plans on having another kid soon?
Yeah, I had an easy pregnancy, and it just encouraged me even more. When I gave birth, the first thing I asked my daughter is like, "When's the next?" Yeah.
So we're planning agad-agad.
So maybe like 2 years, I think. Probably 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. So here's an interesting question naman from Janice. Okay, she asked, how can I make my husband more hands-on with the baby? Like he says he's just scared of dropping her and doesn't really want to take care of her. So how do we allow those guys to overcome their fear?
You have to tell him that you didn't get the manual.
No one did.
Men assume we know what to do. That's not true. We're doing this purely by instinct, and they should do it purely by instinct as well. Come with me, learn. I mean, it's just that it falls on us.
But you know what happened with me was that I was the one who was scared. My husband wasn't scared. I couldn't cut the nails of my baby. For the longest time, my firstborn, Paolo, had long nails. And it was my husband that cut it for the very first time. And when he did, I said, if he can do it, I can do it. Move over. My turn. But yeah, because I was just so scared.
So that approach might work on your husband. Like, you know?
Yeah, just I'm so helpless.
Yeah, maybe help me. I don't know what to do. What do you think we should do? Yeah, I mean, in as much as you have to take care of your child, you have to take care of your husband.
I think mine was the same also, because sometimes like my husband still doesn't like to change diapers. So
Who does?
well, that's true. So what I usually do, I leave him inside the room with the baby, and you know, like when she cries, there's like the only thing that you can do is actually carry her or like make her stop crying. So I just be like, you know, babe, just do it. You can do it, and I'll just leave him there.
Don't
and
give
he
them a
has
choice.
To. Yeah, don't
Yes.
give them a choice.
Good.
Yes.
Agree.
Okay, and our last question is for the two of you. My baby wakes up during odd times all through the night, so how do I get help get him through the night?
Yeah.
This is one of the greatest questions. I think, okay, there are many questions. Are you breastfeeding? If you are, you really have to do it. It's on demand. You are the food source of your child. And there is no way around it except when they feel hungry, they will cry for you.
And you will feed them.
And it's good for you because you will increase your milk supply if you... I shouldn't do this, no?
I think you think you're in radio.
No, but the more that you feed them, the more milk you'll
Comes
have.
out.
So don't worry. It depends on the stage.
What if you're not breastfeeding anymore? Do you have any advice on that?
It would still be the same. Your baby would be hungry, and so especially in the first how many months that they really need to gain that weight, then they really have to feed. When they're demanding it, you have to feed them.
At 4 months, how is it?
Well, for me, like what I did with Olivia is that I had a routine that I followed. So it started when she was like 2 months. I would wake her up at 8 a.m. every day. So no matter what time she slept, if she would sleep at 5 a.m.,
So you'd still stick to
always
your
at 8
routine.
a.m.
And it worked?
Yeah, it worked. So, and the thing is, like, I read it in the book, like, what to expect is that when they're sleeping at night, keep them in a dark room.
Yes.
Right? Keep them in a dark room, no lights, and then when it's daytime, let them sleep near the window so it's bright, so they know the difference between night and day. So that's what I started doing.
That's a good
Also the temperature.
Yeah, temperature also.
Yeah, and all babies are different. So you have to figure out why they're crying and why they wake up. And by the way, thank you so much. We're like rushing through, but you know, we could spend hours talking about this. You know, 4 women in a room talking about babies. Forget it. It's like nonstop. Well, now it's our turn to share our insights and thoughts here in She Said, She Said. Mine is, you know, hands-on. Nothing beats it. Do not delegate your mommy duties to somebody else. You have to know how to survive on your own without any help. And that's the only way to get to know your child. Please try not to delegate as much as you can to having other people take care of your precious gift from God.
Perfect, but never compare because you'll just feel bad. As I said, trust your instinct. Don't forget your first love, which is your husband, because you know some husbands can have a tendency to be left out, and so you know involve them in taking care of your baby.
Okay, I'm learning so much actually. I'm really so tamad ever since. I was thinking I would delegate na lang to the lolas and lolas because it's their first grandchild eh. Sabi ko, ay, madali na lang yan. But then, now sabi ko, ay, I have to learn this. I have to be, you know, to be hands-on then. So that's why, siguro, having moms like you, I'm learning so much more na parang, okay, this is how to take care of the baby. So, sana, you know.
Well, we're going to be with you throughout the pregnancy. So don't worry, we're going to be with you and we'll be in the
You'll learn more from us.
Andy.
Well, for me, like aside from everything you said, like your husband, make time for your husband. That's very important. Make your husband part of the relationship with your baby, especially if they're young. I mean, sometimes you have to make your husband involved. And also for new moms, what I did is that don't overbuy things. Sometimes you tend to buy everything, you know, when you're a new mom. So what I did, I know that's so cute. What I did, I had an Excel file and of what I needed, like, you know, like 3.
She's the one.
So that's true.
With the Instagram.
You tend to overspend because it's your first baby.
You have nothing. Okay, go.
I would say you and your child, this is a love story.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it's your love story. So get to know your child. It's really about you and him, you and her. And it's a way of knowing her. It's a way of knowing who you are as a mother. It's a way of knowing everything about them. And make sure that you are present at every moment so that you will look back and say, I loved having kids.
Yes. It's true.
Thanks again, Del and Andy. We had such a great time. That's
Thank you
all
for bringing us together. I learned so much from you, actually.
That's all for today. Again, thank you for tuning in.
And that's it for Real Talk. Join us again next time for your daily dose of hot topics. Only here on Real Talk.